Today we're talking about military cooks. If you don't know, pretty much everybody in the military has the same attitude towards cooks. That being, everybody talks smack about cooks, but I better not catch anybody talking smack about my cook. Except for the Space Force, they don't even have cooks. Apparently where they're going, they don't need nutrition. I'm not even joking, there's only 13 jobs in that entire branch. If you don't know, there's 3 jobs in the military that you never want to upset, and that is supply, dock, and the cooks, which coincidentally, for I'm sure completely unrelated reasons, are the people that get you the beer, the people that hydrate you when you're hungover, and the people that feed you when you're hungover. You can ask anybody that's been in the military ever, and they will let you know there's no better cure for a hangover than an IV from Doc, and the cook's famous watery eggs, and chunky coffee. Yeah, it's not just military-grade vehicles that leak fluid, it's the military-grade eggs, too. And that is not me taking a shot at how good of a job the cooks do. Don't get me wrong, military food is not that great, but nobody is less happy about that than the cooks. The cooks do the absolute best job they can do with what they're given, and they would do better if they could. But to be honest, they're simply just not given good food to work with. Uncle Sam cares about having food that is good for you, not necessarily food that's good. I can't tell you the amount of times I've heard somebody say something along the lines of, oh, he was just a cook, she was just a cook. The word just is not applicable to this job, believe me. It's not like they're going in there cooking dinner for a family of 4, okay? A military cook works on a ratio of 100 to 1. Meaning for every one cook, they're supposed to be able to feed 100 different troops. You remember how stressed out your mom was cooking Thanksgiving dinner for like 12 people? Yeah, now imagine that all day, every day, 2 to 3 times a day. And when I say every day, I mean every day, because guess what? Grunts eat on weekends and holidays too. And they have to work a bunch of funky hours because they have to be up early enough to get breakfast ready for everybody else. And this is the part where all the moms are like, well, that does sound like a lot of hard work, but at least you won't be doing anything too dangerous. Wrong. If I know anything about the military, it is that experiences may vary. Like on a naval vessel, when they say get to your battle stations, do you think the cooks are just gonna hang out in the kitchen? I mean, I got a grandfather-in-law that was a cook during the Korean War, and his battle station was to man a 40mm anti-aircraft gun. And fun fact, this was back in the day before they had earplugs. Yeah, you thought 3M was bad? He was rocking no M's. He doesn't have tinnitus, he's got 11itis. When I'm in a quiet room with that guy, I can hear the ringing in his ears. I also personally know multiple Army and Marine cooks that were voluntold to go out on combat missions. All I'm saying is you can't judge somebody's service based on their job title. And here's the other thing, I can only imagine being a cook in the military is stressful as fuck. For one, I don't want to be the person standing between 100 grunts and their next meal. And for 2, I definitely don't want to mess up that meal and give everybody food poisoning. There's not enough toilets on post to handle that situation. And it doesn't matter what type of apex grunt you are or how many push-ups or sit-ups you can do, nobody is a tough guy when they're stuck on the toilet. And as a medic, if I walk in the bathroom and it sounds like somebody's getting fucking waterboarded in the stall, there's not a whole lot I can do to help you. And do not even get me started on military-grade toilet paper, because that stuff is not finger-proof, I'll tell you that much. In conclusion, the cooks provide everyone with the fuel they need to accomplish their mission. And that is why their motto is death from within. Or as I like to call it, unhealthcare from within. Thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy yourself some merch at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang, out. Man, I miss those watery eggs.